Oh, sweet rain. Oh, sweet rain. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, my Lord. So good. So I was just having my beautiful plantain juice. And I thought I'd read a little bit about chlorophyll, how powerfully beneficial it is for us. So let's find some info. Okay, so I found a good spot here, I think. Let's see what they say. Health benefits of chlorophyll-rich superfoods. What is chlorophyll? Exactly. Chlorophyll is a green pigment found in chloroplasts of plants, algae, and cyanobacteria. It gets its name from the Greek words chloros and phylon, which together means green leaf. Most people know that the chlorophyll in plants is a crucial molecule for the process of photosynthesis, essentially allowing the chloroplasts to pull in light rays from the sun and convert it into energy. Acting in much the same way as a solar panel, plants store this energy, which can be later accessed as fuel by the organism. Photosynthesis is the fundamental natural phenomenon that makes life on planet Earth possible and is based on the ability of these green pigments to maintain atmospheric oxygen levels, providing the air humans and other life forms need to exist and thrive. Chlorophyll versus hemoglobin. Many holistic health experts often make the structural comparison between the remarkable similarities of plant-based chlorophyll molecules and hem molecules, the components that make up human red blood cells, and hemoglobin, first scientifically identified in 1850s for their uniquely parallel qualities. The configuration of both chlorophyll and the blood is produced through the same metabolic pathway, centering around a pyrethrin ring. Hem is built around iron and chlorophyll is built around magnesium. According to an earlier study, Hems and chlorophyll, a comparison of function and formation. This characteristic reveals that both plants and animals share a common evolutionary origin, leading to these comparable chemical compounds. It is hypothesized that because of this similarity, chlorophyll-containing foods are very nutritious for humans to consume for nourishing, enriching, and building hem and increasing the production of red blood cells. This effect is commonly likened to getting an actual blood transfusion. Although it is frequently believed that plants and their chloroplasts are the only organisms able to efficiently convert sunlight to biological energy, or ATP, we found it interesting that one 2014 published study revealed that worms fed a light-capturing metabolite of chlorophyll were able to synthesize ATP after periods of light exposure. Curiously, the possibility was further proposed that through consumption of plant chlorophyll pigments, animals too are able to derive energy directly from sunlight. While this has not been currently proven true for humans, we do know that eating foods high in chlorophyll content helps to buffer us from excessive sun exposure. Chlorophyll-rich edible foods and drinks have healing and protective assets that help to cleanse the blood, detox the tissues, balance your body pH, and are energizing superfoods for boosting cognitive and immune functions. Some scientific evidence confirms that population groups that consume higher quantities of green foods as part of a health-promoting diet and lifestyle have a reduced risk of developing cardiovascular disease and certain types of cancers. Dietary chlorophyll incorporated on a regular basis through the consumption of green drinks, green foods, and microalgae also encourages the growth of friendly intestinal bacteria, in addition to warding off parasites and keeping fungal yeast strains like Candida in check. Chlorophyll is rich in certain vitamins and minerals and can be considered an antioxidant compound. It is soothing to inflammation and helpful for some digestive disorders, including ulcerative colitis and inflammatory bowel disease. Oh, this is so beautiful. So chlorophyll content is reduced by high heat. For highest chlorophyll content from the foods you consume, it is best not to prepare them with high heat, but eat them raw or use low temp steamed settings to preserve nutritional quality. In one study conducted on broccoli, the results show that all cooking treatments except steaming cause significant losses of chlorophyll and vitamin C and significant decreases of total soluble proteins and soluble sugars. In another study on green leafy vegetables, it also demonstrated that blanching also results in some degree of chlorophyll degradation. Here comes the green juice. Health benefits of chlorophyll-rich foods. Cleansing to the blood promotes detoxification of toxins. Chlorophyll, especially when concentrated in a green juice, as here, have a sip, or as a chlorella powder, can be extremely cleansing to the bloodstream, purifying the lymph and liver by encouraging the release of toxic substances from the body. In one animal study, testing chlorella's capacity to accelerate the removal of dioxin, findings suggested that chlorophyll is effective for preventing dioxin absorption via foods. Everyone could use to include more green foods, like leafy green vegetables, seaweeds, and microalgae in their daily diet regimen to help minimize the impact of potential environmental contaminants and ingested pollutants, like heavy metals, radioactive isotopes, and pesticides, that we are all invariably exposed to on a regular basis. As a side effect, eliminating these toxic substances can help to uplift one's mood, alleviate depression, and promote increased mental focus and clarity. Chlorophyll is particularly famous as a prescribed nutrient for reducing body odor and bad breath. These effects are primarily associated with this ability to cleanse the body and promote the release of backed up toxins and gastrointestinal waste accumulation. Okay, so they just go on and on and on. Here's about wheatgrass. Builds blood and promotes wound healing. Helps encourage healthy intestinal ecology. Green leafy vegetables. Green juicing. Here we have it. This is the process of juicing green leafy vegetable sprouts as well as cereal grasses like wheatgrass to produce a condensed glass of chlorophyll-rich liquid. This is one of the best ways to alkalize the body and neutralize toxins. Green juices do not contain fiber and are thus highly absorbable, providing an immediate influx of energizing nutrients. Many health experts agree that fasting on green juice is one of the most basic and effective dietary regimes you can adhere to when feeling off balance, sick, constipated, fatigued, or stressed. It is often valued as one of the top ways to normalize digestive functions as well as renew and repair other bodily systems that are blocked up as a consequence. And here we have the beautiful chlorella. Wild edible greens. Here we have it. Look at this beautiful leaf. Natural non-hybridized leafy greens can be a great wild superfood adjunct to a health-promoting diet and lifestyle. These greens and herbs are often called weeds because they are tenacious, hardy, and tend to propagate quite easily when given the slightest opportunity. This is not so with standard garden vegetables that cannot thrive in wild habitats. Wild edible greens are innately strong and vigorous with very high amounts of chlorophyll content. It is good to include a small portion of them in the diet whenever possible. So wasn't this beautiful? Look at this. Beautiful plant. So this was a little wonderful info on these green juices and how I can feel it when I've had a green juice. My goodness, my body feels so good. So, see you, my beautiful people. See you.